Hey guys, cruiseCTRL here, and today I'm going to attempt to beat Minecraft, but with a twist. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to be haunted by a man from the fog. Herobrine, a man who needs no introduction, is going to be trying to stop me, or at least scare the hell out of me. He's a little bit more. So come along for the ride for our first episode of Can I Beat Minecraft? Episode 1, Herobrine. Okay, so we started in a spruce biome. That's not that bad. On top of a tree is really, really odd. So I do have a rule. There's always one thing I have to do to make this challenge somewhat harder if it gets too easy. So if I'm on day 2 and I have not died yet, I do have to do something to make the game significantly harder. Sometimes it's just increasing the difficulty, but in this case, we are going against Herobrine. And if any of you guys know, or if you were like me and grew up watching all that scary stuff, you know Herobrine has a spawner. And I think it's, off the top of my head, it's 8 gold blocks, mossy cobblestone, 4 redstone torches, netherrack, and a light on top. Now, I was worried about this a little bit because I thought the mossy cobblestone would be hard to find, but I actually did manage to get lucky and find the mossy cobblestone. So we will just do this. See, I can play Minecraft, I swear. My sense might be a little bit too high though. Mossy cobblestone, right? I'll carry a whole bunch of these. So we got a mossy cobblestone piece. That's good because I did not want to flip the whole entire world upside down trying to find mossy cobblestone, trying to spawn in the one thing that's trying to kill me. So pretty obvious, you know, the game's pretty simple. We're just trying to beat Minecraft here with a twist. Herobrine's in this world somewhere. I don't know how much he kind of interacts right away. I wouldn't doubt that maybe he's just maybe not that hostile right off rip. A tree burning down does not give me good hope though that he's not in this world. Oh, there's a lava pit, thank God. I was like, this early? He's already here? I just started. Oh, good, a cave. Okay, good. So as I start, you know, doing the basic stuff that you do in Minecraft, I do want to go over what my game plan is for beating Minecraft, I guess. So the first day is just gathering resources. So this first day for the 3 hours, you know, 1 to 4, I am just gonna be gathering resources. So iron, stone, diamonds, gold. We're gonna need a lot of gold if we're gonna be spawning him tomorrow. Because what? If a gold block costs 9 times 8 is 72. So we need 72 gold ore. So that's gonna be really fun to get, no doubt about that. But I think we can do it. I wonder if I should. Debatable here. I'm not gonna kill any sheep actually because I want the God. What are they called? The things that fly in the air.
Birds.
I want their mob drop. Phantoms. I want the phantom membrane, I think it's called. Because the phantom membrane actually helps you make slow falling potions, which makes my life in the end way easier. One thing to add, I forgot, is at the end of it all, when everything's said and done and we've defeated the Ender Dragon, I am going to try and kill Herobrine, by the way. That would be a huge flex in my book. So I will try to kill Herobrine at the end, and if he defeats me, but we're not here to beat him, we're here to beat the game. Maybe I should just go to sleep. Oh, here we go, here's a cave. Hey, mine shaft right away. You know, I should create a bed just to set my spawn point, is what I should do, though. But I think I lost all those sheep. I think those sheep are gone. So... Oh, no sheep. Cool. 3? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Not that I'm going to die. Oh, wait. This is way better. Look at that. There's iron over there. Want that for sure. Come here. I need your flesh for my bed. Okay. Boom. Not going to sleep, though, because I do want the phantoms to start spawning eventually. But I will take this iron for sure. Iron right here is amazing. Oh, you motherfucker. This is why I need a shield. The second I get a shield, I can just block that instead of trying to maneuver around everything. Fortunately, I found a cave right near spawn before the night could get too dark. I began my slow descent into its depths. Okay. Check. I will take all the iron I can get. I'm not looking for the eye, dude. I'm looking for Herobrine. I'm his biggest fan, dude, I swear. I'm also just trying, like, can I just say, like, the main thing I'm trying not to do at the same time is die in, like, a very Minecraft way. As I was saying before this Enderman won't shut the hell up, it would be pretty embarrassing to die to, like, fall damage or something, you know? Like, if I die 2 times to Herobrine and I still beat the game, that'd be pretty cool to me. And for the next hour, I proceeded to mine every ore in sight. Iron, gold, redstone, lapis, and even eventually diamond. Dude, the question is, what do I do if I find diamonds? Oh, well, I guess we'll figure that out later. Because we found diamonds. I was making staggering progress. I was no doubt going to leave this cave with a stack of iron, a stack of gold, and easily over 20 diamonds. And as I soon got more comfortable getting into the rhythm of the game of Minecraft and its music, I would soon be reminded that I was not alone in this world, and someone was not as happy as I was to see my progress. Was that Herobrine? Was that? Did you guys see that? Wait, am I tripping? He was right here. Or am I tripping? That motherfucker, dude. I just got chills. Oh. What the fuck was that? Was that him? I knew he'd sneak up behind me. I saw something in a blue shirt and it just disappeared. I thought maybe it was a zombie despawning, but I think it was Herobrine.
Let's see that in an instant replay.
With Herobrine making his first appearance, I was creeped out and immediately left the cave as soon as I possibly could, hoping that with that sighting, I would not see him for at least a while. But he had a different idea in mind. Because all this lava and stuff, we're actually gonna need. I saw him! I saw him that time! I knew it! I was like, I'm gonna turn around, he's gonna be there! Ooh, he's fucking somewhere, dude. He's creeping on me. I saw you. You're here. I know. Oh man, that's creepy though. The man from the fog. He is here. But I had to remain concentrated on my current task. Oh, dolphins. Putting aside distractions, I recognize that yes, Herobrine is in my world, but as of right now, he was not doing anything to hurt me. I remember that I had plenty of ores to work with for the rest of the run, so my next objective was to find a village. If I could find a village, that would mean that there would be plenty of beds there and also a place to currently set up a base. Little did I know that finding a village would be more difficult than I thought it would be. I sailed the open ocean for over an hour, searching portal ruins, abandoned ships, and even buried treasure along the way. This is why I never search for buried treasure, by the way. Just like a waste of time, and it's like, I mean, you might get like a heart of the sea and stuff, but I'm not trying to get a heart of the sea. You know, Frick, I'm searching this up. I gotta figure this out now. This is personal for me. Thanks, right away. Just follow the map. Yeah, I know. I know to follow the map. Thanks, Google AI. The way you find treasure in Minecraft is following the X.
Mark that off as well.
I saw you. I saw you. I knew you were, I had that sixth sense. I was like, he's watching me. I know he's watching me. He's like, look at this idiot trying to... Look at this idiot trying to find buried treasure. I am about to lose it, by the way, dude. This is ridiculous. Why is it this hard to find buried treasure? Yes! Oh my god. I was gonna lose my mind if I didn't find this treasure. Yo, wait a minute, that's fire. Oh, we did get a heart of the sea. That'd be pretty clutch if we actually needed it. We kinda don't. I wandered the plains and jungles searching for a village, and just when I started to lose hope, it finally happened. Yes! Yes! Thank God, dude. I thought I was gonna not ever find a village. I was like, are they just not real? Like, maybe with this like mod pack, it just like removes it. Let's go. We found a village. I will take that. Because he has a blast furnace, right? Oh, no, he doesn't have blast furnaces. This will work though. Let's go here. Let's go. Finally, yeah. Only took me what? I had to get about 3,600 blocks out from spawn. Hey, look, a sack. Nether wart and stuff like that, but I don't know. But we found a place to probably call it for the day. So far, Herobrine has been more, he's been more, I'd say, creepy than aggressive. If this keeps up, I have no doubt I'll beat this mod easily by day 3. However, since I did not die today, I will tomorrow at Thursday, streaming 1 to 4. I will be adding in the Herobrine spawner, probably right here. I have the gold, I have everything to do it. And so hopefully this will make him more aggressive. And if that doesn't even work, I'll add another Herobrine mod in just to make it more aggressive, I guess. So, yeah. Thanks for people who tuned in the stream. But I think I'm going to wrap up this stream here. Day 1 was a success. Got plenty of iron, got plenty of gold, got plenty of diamonds. I even have a diamond axe. No doubt we'll get full iron. I'll take all the beds in this village and probably keep them so that we can do the little fancy glitch in the end where we blow up the bed right next to the dragon and wrap this up. And then tune in next time. Tune in to day 2 for the Herobrine spawner. Something spooky is going to happen. I have no doubt about that. Anyways, that was day 1. Let's move on to day 2.
The Nether.
All right, day 2 finally has come. I say that because I started super late. I usually start at 1, but today I'm starting at 2. Had some things pop up. So day 2, as you remember yesterday, we were just collecting a lot of resources, you know, iron, gold, diamonds. We got a bunch of snowballs for the end, just so I can throw them at the little end frames. We found a village. Thank God for that. I did not think we were going to find a village, but starting off a little bit late. So today we're going to be focusing on the Nether. So as you guys know, yesterday was all about the overworld and stuff like that. We found a village, got a lot of food, got a lot of ores, got a lot of materials. Now we got to go to the Nether, which is going to be interesting because we have to find another fortress to win. So, what a really late start. Anyways, what the fuck do you want? Now, since it is day 2 and I have not died yet, I unfortunately have to make the game just a little bit harder for myself. And if you remember, and as I stated previously, the way we're going to do that is we are going to craft the Herobrine spawner. So as we wait for everything to smelt, all the iron, all the gold, and all the food to cook, why not just make the spawner while we wait, right? So I got 2 blocks of gold already. I'm kind of waiting for the gold to smelt by itself, but I think I actually have 2 in here too. And after half an hour of getting the resources ready, I finally made the Herobrine spawner. All right, sorry, let's try that again because freaking bunch of phantoms attacked me. I need to probably go to bed so I can keep them off me. I got all my phantom memory I need, so I really don't need them haunting me, so I can probably go to bed next time it's dark. Oh, wandering villager. All right. Anyways, let's spawn him in, I guess. I think it's this, and well, all we got to do is like this, right? I think. See if I got it right. Did I do it wrong? And in fact, it turns out I did do it wrong. But, okay, so after a lot of looking around on YouTube videos and stuff like that, it turns out I was actually building the spawner incorrectly. Apparently, it's just a gold block in the middle instead of the mossy cobblestone. Growing up, we used to put mossy cobblestone in the middle. I guess with this mod, it's a little bit different. So I guess all we do now is just, I guess we just light it and see if something happens. I hope. Did he have a name? Okay, well, it did something this time. A little anticlimactic for me because I thought it wasn't going to work. I'm a little shocked that it worked. Okay, good. So, supposedly, this just pisses him off even more. So now, yeah, okay. He's a little bit more angry now. Okay. Difficulty definitely increased. His name is even more, I guess he has a name tag now, which is even more creepy, and I feel like I gotta turn my back every second now. But let's get the show on the road. Let's get all these beds here, and then we are gonna go to the Nether. With Herobrine being more aggressive in this world, I only became more filled with fear. I was so scared, even the music got to me. And we got to make double time here. We started late today, and now Herobrine's pissed. He's pissed. This music is fucking with me. Sorry, let me turn off this music. That little bell sounded like it was like... Okay. No music, alright? No music, difficulty increased. Things just got a little bit more scary. And there was no doubt that not only did he become more aggressive, but even fearless. That dude, I was like, you know, the difficulty should increase now. And I turned around and he was just right there. And I was like... He's a little upset that I took liberty. Not the vine boom. Oh no, they added the vine boom to his character now. Every single time I hear that, the vine boom has ruined any sort of boom for me. He just stood there. He doesn't even care that I see him now. He's like, now you know I'm here. I just hope he can't hurt me. And after debating what I was going to do with all my diamonds, I made a discovery. 15. I think I can make definitely that for sure. Oh, good. That's a perfect amount then. Or no, we might be missing one diamond, right? Because... Oh, we are missing a diamond. Gosh darn it. I can see your name tag now. You're not too scary. Don't scare me none, Herobrine. I see you. So, I guess with this mod, if you see him through a window, he kind of just lurks longer. And he just disappears into the air like that. I then crafted a diamond chestplate and diamond pants, preparing for not only Herobrine, but the horrors of the Nether. But how were we going to get there? My original plan was to go into a cave and find a lava pit, but the overworld had a different path for me. Yo, fire. I didn't even notice this over here. There's a nether fortress, or abandoned nether portal here. And as if it wasn't lucky enough that I found a ruined portal, I then found something that I thought was going to take me at least an hour to find. All right, let's go. Into the Nether. No way, dude. Yo! This is fire! Are you kidding me? I just spawned in another fortress. This is the great... And there's piglins to trade with, dude. Does this mod pack? This game's too easy, man. I should have played on hardcore. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I take that back, I take that back, I take that back. I take that back, I'm sorry. That's right. I spawned right into a nether fortress, equipped with diamonds, blaze rods, nether warts, and even piglins to trade with. Now, you might be starting to get upset with the fact of how lucky I'm getting during this run. And if you are, firstly, fuck you. You're supposed to be supporting me in this whole entire thing. I mean, for Christ's sakes, Herobrine's in my fucking world. I have a little urban legend given life chasing me around, and your biggest concern is the fact I'm getting luck. Secondly, you'd be happy to know that the piglins did not give me shit. I traded 60 gold ingots and only got 3 ender pearls, so there you go. Well, all that trading, and I only got two ender pearls. Glad I mined all that gold. Moving on. After looting most of the nether fortress, I then proceeded to farm blaze rods. After getting 16 blaze rods, I knew that was more than enough to head back to the overworld. I mined some nether quartz to hit level 33, so I would be able to do 2 level 30 enchants. Alright, 33. Let's go find our way home. And after coming back to the overworld, I suddenly had a realization. Okay, so game plan now. We got plenty of blaze rods. We can definitely make some slow falling potions for the end. The only downside is those piglins did not give me any ender pearls at all. Zero zilch zada. So I'm gonna have to go pretty much, I guess, seek out endermen. But before I could go chasing after ender pearls, I decided to go back into the nether to get some glowstone for my slow falling potions. Unfortunately, I mixed up the effects of glowstone dust and redstone. You see, I thought glowstone would make my potions last longer. Turns out it was redstone, and I found that out the hard way. Is it redstone? I blame you for that, Herobrine. It's redstone that makes potions longer, not glowstone. Glowstone makes it stronger. What am I doing, dude? I cannot believe it, dude. I am an idiot. I can feel everybody watching this video just be like, what? Glowstone doesn't make it longer. It's redstone. Redstone does. Glowstone makes it stronger. Why? I don't know. Just the way it is. Well, you live and you learn. In the end, I had redstone for my previous mine and made 9 minutes worth of slow falling potions. Plenty of time for the Ender Dragon fight, even though it wouldn't even matter. After packing up everything and sorting my inventory, I don't have any arrows on me. I tried. I want to hit him. I want to hit him so bad. I want to see if he can. I want to see if he bleeds. I decided to head back towards spawn. With thousands of blocks to travel, it was going to be a long journey back. So I decided once I got to spawn, I would end the day there and prepare for the final day. And this is us wrapping up the second day. The beautiful sunrise over the open ocean. Nothing but blue skies and no Herobrine. That coward crashed my game. Couldn't even kill me. Doesn't have the guts to kill me. Coming up on spawn and yeah, feeling good. Tomorrow is the final day of this challenge, and what we are going to do during that is we are going to, and what that means is that it's the end, pretty much. So, you know, over the course of 3 days, I like to divide it up evenly, where it's like, you know, the first day was the overworld, second day is the nether, third day is the end. So tomorrow is the end, and we're just going to go back to spawn, kill some endermen, make some eyes of ender. Usually the spawn point is somewhere around the nether, not the nether fortress, the end fortress. And hopefully we get lucky and find it within a couple eyes. And yeah, so maybe we'll spend the first couple hour or two just hunting endermen, and then the last hour, yeah, last hour we'll probably spend defeating the ender dragon. And then I don't think I can kill Herobrine. I'm sorry guys, but I mean I want to, but he just disappears and stuff. It's kind of annoying. I wonder if I could place like a bunch of TNT next to him and light it. Maybe that'd kill him. Well, here we are, 0-0, right where we spawned, I believe, last time. With good loot, good gear, and hopefully a good day tomorrow. This will conclude day 2 of Can I Beat Minecraft? Herobrine. And tomorrow, we start day 3, the end. And so we reached the final day. Now, some of you may be wondering why I decided to head back to spawn. Well, that's because Minecraft has a weird rule with the end stronghold. Since we are on Java Edition, aka PC, end strongholds are arranged in rings, and the first set of rings are usually around 1300 blocks away from the world's origins, aka 00. So I knew I was at least around 1300 blocks away from the nearest stronghold. But in order to track the end stronghold, I needed Eyes of Ender. And as stated before, the piglins actually only gave me 6, so I was definitely going to need way more. So my plan for the day was to simply hunt endermen, find the stronghold, and defeat the ender dragon. My idea for originally hunting endermen was just to go to the plains biome and get lucky, but after some research I found out that endermen have a higher spawn chance in warped forest biomes, so it looks like I was going to have to return to the nether. Fortunately, I traveled with enough obsidian to craft a nether portal, and after finding a nearby village and keeping my stuff there, I decided to go in. But before we dive into that portal, you might have noticed that I haven't mentioned Herobrine or played a clip of him in a while. That's because he wasn't really doing anything alarming. I mean, yeah, he did the occasional creepy standing and staring at me in the distance, or sneaking up behind me with the vine boom, but he wasn't hurting me nor hindering my progress. The only instance I had of him actually harming my progress was on day 2 when I intentionally backed into him. Guys, where's Herobrine?
Like there's a ghost right behind me, isn't there?
Wait. Ready? So apparently, I think if I... I think my game just crashed. I was just gonna see what would happen if I backed up into him. He crashed my game, that motherfucker. Yeah, so all he really did was just crash my game and set me back maybe 5 minutes. Actually, now that I think about it, there are more times where it seemed like he was actually helping me rather than stopping me. What are going down here, right? Oh, Herobrine helping me out. Yes, okay, that's good. Look at this. He's telling me where the nearest walking ground is. He doesn't even know it, but he's helping me. Anyways, we'll talk about it more when we get to the mod review at the end of the video. Let's get back to the Nether and me hunting Enderman. I was fortunate enough to find a warp forest biome right next to another Nether fortress. I know, another Nether fortress. How lucky can I get? But I almost died once or twice, so I was definitely humbled. Now during this clip, you might be wondering why the Endermen were doing 2 hearts of damage to me, even though I had 8 slots of armor. That's because I actually did one thing to make this challenge even harder. Since Herobrine wasn't doing too much and it was the 3rd and final day, I decided to switch the difficulty from normal to hard. This meant my hunger bar was going to deplete much faster and that the mobs were going to do more damage and have more health. So essentially I was fighting Endermen that were built like tanks. But it did not stop Herobrine from being a nuisance. There you are! Back up here again, come on. Yep. I told y'all he was gonna come over. You fuck off! You leave me alone, dude! I'm already having enough trouble with the Enderman and he just... After fighting Enderman for about half an hour, I ended up leaving the Nether with 16 Ender Pearls. I spawned in some sort of cave and dug my way out. Into some diamonds, I guess I'll take it. And yes, before anyone comments, I did see that I missed a whole vein of diamonds right above me here. But in the end, you'll see it didn't really matter anyways, and trust me, you aren't the only one to notice. I see you, Herobrine. Once I reached the surface, I finally checked how far I was away from spawn. Turns out I was roughly 5,000 blocks away from spawn. Well, not a pretty distance. I don't even have a saddle. Oh, I do have a saddle, okay, good. Yeah, in hindsight, I think I would have rather just traveled back through the Nether, because it took me roughly 20 minutes to get back. But to be fair, I had plenty of time. Oh, he follows you too. Oh, you mother. After failing to hit Herobrine, I sorted my inventory, chucked one Eye of Ender, and set out to find the stronghold. As I followed the Eye of Ender, I came across the snowy slopes and found something I've actually never seen before in this game. An igloo. Now the dude just doesn't... Oh, is that an igloo? Wait a minute. I don't think there's really too much great things in igloos, but hey, it doesn't hurt to check. Herobrine, are you in this igloo? What the hell? Herobrine, get out of the igloo, dude. For those of you who don't believe me, I actually thought this was a part of the mod for a second. I think he was actually in the igloo. What the hell is it? What is this? Is this a thing in the game, or is this actually... Is this like a setup? Does he have a... Was Herobrine basing? Is that the thing he's been doing the whole time? Or what is this? What the fuck? Okay. That's not creepy at all. Is this the thing in the game? After curing the zombie villager and setting both of them free, I continued my journey to the end stronghold, which turned out not to be that far. I went to the bottom of the mountain, threw up an Eye of Ender, and it went the opposite direction. And so, I dug into the snowy ground and continued to dig further until I found... water? Anyways, after hopelessly digging around some more, and almost dying to a cave spider... Really? Come on, dude. Okay, for the love of God, where is this ender portal at, dude? I then received some help from someone I never thought would help me. Oh. Hey, Herobrine. You see where he's at? I bet that's where the end frame's at. And boy was I correct. After digging no more than 20 blocks down, I found the end stronghold. Yes! Oh my god. I was never gonna find this shit. Oh, that took me about, I think, like an hour to find the fucking ender frame. But better late than never. So we got about an hour left. Now, do you see what I mean? I feel like Herobrine has helped me more than hurt me in this whole entire run, but I digress. After finding the stronghold, I searched for two things. The library. If we can find a library... Find a library, now we can do what I really want to do. After finding the library, I crafted an enchantment table and used a silk touch gold pick I found in an abandoned portal to get bookshelves and do some level 30 enchants. And even though I was so happy, someone was not. Okay, dude. I'm just trying to enchant my stuff. That's all I'm trying to do. Ooh. I tried to hit him, dude. That was creepy. I got an achievement. I was like, oh, what, for making a sword? No, Herobrine was right there, dude. But at this point, I was not scared of him. After all, what the hell was he going to do? Kill me? Regardless, I enchanted my pants, bow, axe, boots, chestplate, and pickaxe. And at that point, I was prepared to fight the Ender Dragon. But wait a minute. Herobrine isn't moving here. Could I possibly kill him? Ah, I'm so close to hitting him. See, moments like that, I think one of the things I do want to try is I think I still have two pieces of TNT in my inventory. I want to see if I can just blow them up. Whatever. I didn't come here to defeat him anyways. I came here to defeat the Ender Dragon. And after a while of searching, I found the portal. Okay, a whole new area. Okay, we'll go left first. Ooh, good choice. Ah! After sorting my inventory and preparing for the fight, I realized I actually forgot my potions of slow falling. But fortunately, I came prepared and was able to craft 3 of them, so we were back in business, and finally ready to fight the Ender Dragon. And with these eyes of Ender, we get the end portal, baby. Let's go. Alright. Ooh, the shield. I don't think the shield. Nah. We'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Let's go. Alright, here we are in the end. I'm sorry if the vision's kind of dog shit. And you know what? It's been too easy so far. Taking off the jack-o'-lantern. We're taking off the jack-o'-lantern, but we're gonna keep it in my inventory just in case, though. Just in case things turn out a little bit more harder than I thought they'd be. And boy, was that Ender Dragon not prepared. I made my way to the surface and began destroying the end crystals. Everything was going great. I was hitting arrow after arrow after arrow with my power 4 bow, deleting his health. Nope. Get that shit out of here. Come on. This power 4 bow is just tearing it up. Victory was in sight, and the dragon's defeat was without a doubt. But something happened. Something that would put the whole run into jeopardy. I got cocky. Here we go. That's right. I thought I knew how to arrange the bed so that the Ender Dragon would take massive damage and I would be safe, but I was wrong. I was flung into the air and thought I had slow falling potions on, but halfway through the fall I realized I didn't. I went for an MLG water bucket but failed, and was faced with the dilemma of what to do. Now, here's the situation. Most of you might be probably thinking, oh, Cruz, just run to the surface of the end and grab your stuff. And dear viewer, most of you would be right, but I was so confident that I would defeat the Ender Dragon first try, I actually blocked my way out. Now, I could have just mined those blocks with my fist and gotten out in due time, but I decided to go craft a wooden pickaxe, then make a stone pickaxe, and mine my way out that way. And so I did. I mined my way out and made a dash for my stuff. Oh, my stuff didn't get burned, did it? I think most of it got saved. Diamond chest plate, need that? Okay, what'd I say here? Okay, we're good. We are good, we're good. After collecting my stuff, I decided to play it safe and kill the dragon with my bow. And since I didn't hit that MLG water bucket, I decided to kill the Ender Dragon with an MLG trick shot. 360 ended. 360 ended. What the hell? Oh. He's like that. 360 trick shot. Whatever you want to call it. What's up? Good job, man. Wouldn't have been able to do it without the Enderman. And there we go. Minecraft successfully beaten with Herobrine in the world. With a half hour to spare. Let's go. And so, I beat Minecraft. But as I got back to do my outro, I saw him one last time. Alright. Yeah, you didn't stop me, did you? Huh? Come over here, come over here. And since it was my last time seeing Herobrine, I tried to kill him in the only way I could think of. Good old-fashioned TNT. Yeah, he just doesn't care. Okay, I thought maybe TNT would work, but none of this stuff works, and I can't hit a silver sale. Anyways, that is Minecraft successfully beaten with this guy in my world. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let's go see if we can find a way to kill him and check out the let's do a little bit of a mod review to end this all off. And let's cut to it. And here we are. All right, time for the mod review. Some of you are probably going to leave, and if you do, hey, I just want to say thank you for watching it that far. I've worked really hard in this video, and to end it off, we're going to do a little bit of a mod review here, kind of like, you know, maybe a Dan TDM, just something I thought of before we maybe end this whole thing off, because I know there's a lot of questions, and trust me, we'll get to them, but for now, let's just dive into the mod I used for this video. As you can see here, I am on CurseForge and using the mod From the Fog. Now, there is a reimagined version of this mod, but for classical purposes, I actually went with the OG version, which has over 11 million downloads, which is very impressive, where it's just From the Fog by the Lunar Eclipse Studios. I won't dive too much into it. I'm just, kind of showing off some credits here. This is all I personally saw. Obviously, we're seeing some stuff here that I didn't even get to see in my run. Trees being bare, Herobrine spawning, Herobrine having different skins. We'll get into that later. But I just wanted to give credit where credit's due, so shout out to Lunar Eclipse Studios. You guys did a fantastic job with this mod, and let's dive into the specifics. So I have without a doubt that the number one complaint or question in this mod is the fact that Herobrine really didn't do that much to hurt me. And that's because he's actually not supposed to. As I was searching for answers to some of your questions, I actually found a video of another mod showcase. And shout out to Eccentric Emerald here. He also did a Minecraft mod showcase of From the Fog. And right here, as you can see here from Brett06, I would assume is a creator of the From the Fog, or one of the developers. They say here, Brett06, hi, thanks for reviewing our mod. I will say that the mod is best experienced on longer game sessions. He is never aggressive, just does small things to creep out the players. Building the shrine does not make him more active, it's just an easy way to skip the 3-day delay on survival. Great video though. So there's a huge answer to the question of why didn't Herobrine do anything to stop me? Why didn't he try and kill me? Well, it's because he's not supposed to. Herobrine in this mod was designed just to be creepy. He isn't supposed to be a major force to stop you. Simple as that. Also, I just want to add, in searching for this video, I actually found another video from a guy called The Librarian, who is also going over the same mod I am, but also has the same skin I do. I literally thought I was the only one who ever used the Slenderman skin because, he's just one of my favorite, horror characters really of all time, or video game horror characters. But I just want to say I didn't even know that someone else used the Slenderman skin. Not that he would care, but I just wanted to point that out. So what does Herobrine specifically do in this mod? Well, we can actually figure it out if we go here and type function hashtag From the Fog config. And we'll actually get this whole configuration set up to tweak Herobrine and also find out what he specifically does. So we'll start at the beginning here. Vanishing delay. As you can see here, this is the vanishing delay. The vanishing delay setting allows you to adjust how long Herobrine lingers after a sighting. This ensures that even those who might have trouble noticing him can still experience his unsettling presence. So as you can see here, I'm not going to dive. I don't want to sit here forever, but you know, we have creeping vanishing delay, this dwelling vanish delay, stalking vanish delay, and lurking vanish delays. All these delays pretty much just affect how much he'll disappear, whether he creeps up on you, or if you're in a cave, or if he's stalking you. And you can change them pretty much, you know, to 0 seconds to 2 seconds. Obviously, some are more scary than others. Like, it's a lot more scary in my opinion when he's there for like barely, and you're like, was that him? Like the first time I saw him, that was really cool. If he lingers for a little too long, I think it's like a little like, So, vanishing delay. There we go. Next, sightings. Sightings. You walk slowly through the dense fog. After having just punched your first couple trees, you come across a clearing. A chicken emerges from the brush, but it doesn't grab your attention. The figure watching you from the fog does. Then you see here, this just tweaks with the sightings, really. So sightings like standing behind you, appearing at the foot of your bed, stalking you from a distance, and then lurking, so from like, you know, really far out distances. I'd say during the whole mod, I really saw a lot of the creeping. I only think I got one of the nightmare where he stood at the foot of my bed. There was a lot of times where I was trying to see if I could get it to do that, but I couldn't. Stalking sightings where he spawns standing anywhere behind you while stalking from a distance. Saw that a lot. And then spawns lurking around you from a very, very far different distance. I did not see that much. I barely saw him in the beginning because he's just so ominous. And the next page is just relatively the same. As you can see here, we have malicious malfunction. This is where you can actually turn them on to crash your games, and it's actually not recommended if you have a really low PC, but I do have a pretty good PC, so I turned this on. It's default off though. Suspenseful sighting changes whether or not Herobrine will play a suspense sound, so turning this on will add the vine boom. I know, very scary. Let me go back. Sighting frequency, so you can change it so that he's really common, so that he's constantly showing up. Sudden scare enables the ability for Herobrine to jump scare you when you collide with him. So that's default on, also very scary. Malicious malfunction. And obviously you can change the sighting noise. So cave to gas, whatever it may be. Although very good. Obviously you can have him like disappear in a puff of smoke. I leave that off because I think it's more scary for him to just randomly disappear, so we'll definitely just leave it like that. No sleep, window watcher, and sneaky strike. So obviously the whole no sleep will prevent you when Herobrine is nearby from to sleep. Very similar to like monsters being nearby. Window watcher, this will have it so that Herobrine will watch you through a window. Very creepy, very creepy. Sneaky strike, Herobrine will try to hit you if you take too long to notice him during a dwelling or creeping sighting. This is also default on, even though I didn't really notice it happening that much. A lot of times I know he'd be behind me and he didn't hit me. So I don't know if that was just a weird thing. I know it's on default, but you could change that to common if you wanted to. Sighting sense changes whether or not your pet wolf will sense if Herobrine's nearby. Again, I didn't have a pet wolf in the run, but I did try and like one time hear or get a wolf to see if you could see him, but I think it has to be your pet wolf. So and then sighting sense chance, and then name tag, you can change that to cryptid or whatever. I think mine was on cryptic, which was like the jumbled letters. So very cool, very, very cool. And then obviously back to normal. Yeah, so here's the sightings, I guess. Moving on. Got a lot to get to. Skin library. Okay, not gonna dive into this one too much. This is just all of his skins. Shout out, Jesus, that one's creepy as hell. Shout out to the skin creators here. Awesome. This is skin library for Herobrine. Not much to dive into here. I just keep them at OG. OG Herobrine is the scariest to me. As you see, we have creepy pastas. Oh wow. We have Maskey. Jesus, got a whole bunch of them. The Hat Man. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. We could just do a Slender Man. Oh. I see someone who we might be seeing next week. Anyways, moving on. The found footage, Yash. Cool. Others. Yeah. Anyways, back to the next one. Burning base. You are lost in the dark. You head from the warm orange. I cannot read. You head for the warm orange light that your home emits through the brush. But something is off. It's too bright, too intense. It's on fire. As you sprint towards the decaying shelter, only one thought runs through your head. I'm on single player. Apparently, people just are more creeped out by the fact that, I don't know, maybe lightning struck your house. You sound like 10-year-old me, dude, where it's like, what? My house is on fire. It must have been Herobrine. What? Lightning? Psh. What? There's a lava pit right next to my fucking house? Psh. That was Herobrine. You kidding me? Anyways, this is just a burning base. I think I did turn this on a little bit, but again, I didn't see it. And also I didn't even have a base. So you can definitely see why the creator says this is more for long sessions of Minecraft servers and worlds and stuff like that. Because I didn't even have a base for him to burn down. So moving on, obviously this just changes the chance of him doing that. Disappearing torches. So another creepy, eerie one. I'd probably say that this is more scary if you had like a home built with torches on the wall and then you just saw one disappear. Probably scare the shit out of you. Again, I didn't have a home. You're going to see that a lot when it comes to this whole kind of mod review. I didn't even have a lot of the stuff set up for him to do. But anyways, disappearing torches, simply in the name. You turn this on, torches will just start to disappear wherever you put them. Pretty cool. Moving on to Malevolent Shrine. So the Malevolent Shrine is just the spawner. So we all know the spawner, you know, the one we used to make when we were a kid. A lot of them look like this, but some of them actually looked like this. Now, if you come over here and go to the, sorry, I gotta pull it back up again because I'm an idiot. Go here and you actually turn on the Shrine Surprise and the Shrine Strike. What was that? So after turning both of these on, you actually get that little cool surprise we did in the video. Now, there are two types of spawners you can do. You can do the one I used to do when I was a kid, which looked like something like this. Even though the one I used to do had a piece of mossy cobblestone in the middle, but we won't talk about that. Or you can do this one, save some of your materials, and just do the creepy one that I guess usually has a face in it, but in this mod it doesn't. So obviously we like this one. He pops up. We know the whole deal. Well, we've seen that one before. And this one, same thing, creepy as hell. Yeah, but those are the two spawners, and that's what they do. I'm gonna turn them off so we don't have to hear the fire crackling. But if you have Malevolent Shrine on, turn both those on, you get the cool sighting that we did in the video. Moving on to Dreadful Donations. Dreadful Donations, crap, garbage, and junk. Your chests are full of it. You've been putting it off, but you finally decide to sort through your mess. While sorting, you notice things, strange things, items that aren't yours, and rename torches. He's been waiting for you to find them. Anyways, Dreadful Donation pretty much has you leave torches and gifts in your chest. It's kind of creepy. Obviously, if you have a long-term world, you'll probably notice this a lot more. As you can see, it's default on. Changes whether or not Herobrine will leave gifts for you in your chest. 1 check every 5 minutes. Increases the chance of it doing it. And if you turn this on, you can have haunted heirlooms where he'll put like music discs and custom paintings. And yeah, pretty creepy. And it can also, I guess, change the language. Very creepy. Ooh. Moving on, though. Leafless Groves. So, okay, here's a classic one. You stumble through the dark forest, struggling to see forward through the dense leaves. Just 100 blocks away, and that's when you notice it. You can see your base clear as day from the way farther than usual. All the leaves are gone, and there's no lava pit to be seen. So we all know the old hauntings of Herobrine where all the trees wouldn't have leaves, and it was really creepy, right? That's what this is. If you turn this on, and it is default on, Herobrine will just randomly remove leaves from the forest, from ones you had to visit them, I guess. It does it every 5 minutes, and right here you can change the chance of that happening. Pretty cool, actually. I like that one. I like that one a lot. So, moving on to disappear, or not that one. Structures. Structures. This field feels like it goes on forever. Just a little farther. You tell yourself as you open your eyes and close your finger, resting on the W key. Been there. Just got to get home, then I can... What is that? You mumble in your zombified state. Glowstone doesn't spawn in the overworld. And so we have all the structures Herobrine is known to spawn. Mossy pyramids, sand pyramids, glowstone letters, and wooden crosses. We all know this. And, well, this just changes the rarity of it happening or the common nature of it. So, yeah, pretty cool. Another one we didn't get to see that much in my world because we only had 3 days to play. We'll talk about it at the end. Chilled candles. What a cozy library, you think as you explore. You begin to light the candles scattered throughout as you explore the halls teeming with books. That's when it happens. The room is now pitch black, and all you can make out in the darkness are 2 white eyes staring back at you. I'll stop the creepy thing. Chilled candles. Herobrine will douse the flames on your candles when you're not around. I don't think It's okay. I mean, who actually puts candles in their base for light? Let's be real here. We all use torches. But pretty cool. I would definitely, if I had Herobrine on my server, try and do this maybe one time. Pretty much all this does is Herobrine will turn off all the flames in your house. But I guess he won't appear in your house, though. I mean, I guess you could set up that scenario. It's okay. It's pretty cool, I guess. Didn't get to see it, though. Moving on to Crimson Curse. You pass over the hill to your villager farm. Wait, villager farm? As your head begins to peek over the various levels of blocks, you notice something off. Redstone? You ask out loud. Entering the farm, you descend the stairs and look up. The glowing eyes help you forget about your torches. Alright, I actually don't know this one. Crimson Curse. Herobrine will replace torches with redstone ones and lanterns with soul ones. Okay. Yeah. Simple as that. Soul Shift. Whoa. Changes whether or not Herobrine will replace your lanterns when executing Crimson Curse. Oh. Okay. Changes whether or... Okay, sorry, I had to kind of read that a little bit longer. So, default, he will only change your torches to redstone ones. When you have Soul Shift on, I guess he'll change your lanterns to soul ones. So you have to turn this on for him to change your lanterns. And then obviously this is the chance of him actually changing your torches and lanterns. So pretty cool. Moving on to Sinister Signs. Moving on to Sinister Signs. Would you guys stop blowing up my fucking phone? It's 4 a.m. Moving on to Sinister Signs. Sinister Signs. You start your recording, excited to continue your survival let's play. Hey, Deadpool. Guess we're breaking the fourth wall there, calling me out. Your torches were disappearing, and they wouldn't stop, so you started using glowstone. As you approach your house, you notice something in front of your door. It's a sign that reads, "Nice glowstone. It's mine now." Allows Herobrine to spawn signs, I guess, with ominous messages. Here's a chance you can increase or decrease the chance of them happening. Lurking language. I think this has something to do with the fact that, you know, like you can change the letters and the language on it, so it could be English or Swedish. Lurking language, you can have your signs change from English or Swedish. And biome boards, so changes whether or not Herobrine will change the type of sign he places based on the wood around him. That's pretty cool. That's pretty in-depth. So I guess depending on the biome you're in, he'll actually place specific signs made of specific wood. So yeah, nothing more scarier than "I'm gonna kill you" in cherry blossom wood. Moving on. Ghost Miner. You've been alone in this cave for what feels like hours. That was the first day. You decide it's time to leave, so you begin to strip mine up. Block by block, you get close to the surface, but your ears must be deceiving you. There's no way you heard that. There it is again. You dig to your right. So Ghost Miner essentially just makes Herobrine mine around you wherever you're at. I assume it's more consistent with the fact if you're doing maybe like a strip mine. Pretty cool. So default on, and the chances of it happening. Moving on to advancements. I'm not going to read this whole thing because it's pretty simple. So if you turn this on, you literally just get the achievements of Herobrine spawning you in certain scenarios. So like one of them is like, "Didn't I load single player?" Or "Did you see that, Kevin?" So if you turn this on, you literally just get achievements. But it's default off. Moving on to Fearful Footsteps. It's getting dark and you can't find your way back. You come across a clearing and check your coordinates. That's when you hear it. The patter of feet moving quickly to your left, then to your right. They're too fast to be a mob, and now they're rapidly approaching from behind. Run. Fearful Footsteps. You'll hear disembodied footsteps around you. That is actually pretty cool. And then obviously the odd of them happening. This is actually on by default, which is really weird because I actually didn't hear that. Probably because I was talking most of the time. But very cool. I like that one. It's pretty awesome. And then to Haunted Herd. You finish rounding up the sheep with your dog, but you notice one has wandered away. You follow its noises into the thicket. Your dog does not approach. He hides behind your legs. The sheep stares unblinking, as though for a moment it saw you through different eyes. So this is Haunted Herd. This is where Herobrine can actually possess your mobs, which I actually did try and find a lot. I tried to like look into the eyes of like all the animals around me just to be sure, but I didn't get it to work. But this is really cool. Obviously it's default on. You can change the chance of it happening. Pretty cool. And let's see where we're at now. We have 2 left. Twisted Tapestries. You wake up in the night and scan your room like usual. Comforted by the paintings on the wall, You're barely off to sleep when thunder jolts you up. Scanning again, it's dark. The paintings seem different. Lightning strikes and reveals them now staring right back with pale irises. Twisted tapestries. This is default off, by the way, but essentially Herobrine will spawn in your paintings and create haunted versions of them, which is actually pretty cool. And I wish it was default on, but guess it's not. And obviously here's the chances of them happening. You can change that. And now to the final one, ghost doors. So I'm not going to read too much into this one. It's pretty obvious what this one does. Herobrine will open your doors and close them. Pretty cool. I didn't hear any of this either, though, unfortunately. It's default on, but I didn't get to hear that in my world. But bottom line, pretty cool, pretty cool. And that pretty much wraps up the whole entire mod. Sorry if that took me a little bit longer, but there was actually a lot more to this than you'd think. And I don't blame you for thinking that there was probably not that much because we didn't get to see Herobrine that much. But again, I have to tell you that this mod is for very long sessions. As you saw in that comment I showed you guys earlier, the creator says that you want to use it in more longer game sessions because he obviously has more of an effect on your world. And before we dive into everything this mod has to offer, I do want to say every setting that is in these things are left default. I have not turned them on or turned them off, and if I do, you will have seen them. I actually just found out I actually missed one page. I thought that this was it because there's only 2 left, but there is quite literally an option where you just give Herobrine control. He will just give you can just give Herobrine control over the whole configuration of your world, which I actually think I did when I hit the spawner just to make sure everything was like harder. So to add on top of that, Herobrine was literally in control of my world. So yeah, but anyways, I think that kind of wraps up the whole mod and everything it has to offer. I do want to give some things I want to say personally about the mod. I love it. I think that this mod is fantastic. In your longer game sessions, it's a 10 out of 10 mod. It does everything Herobrine's supposed to do. Herobrine to me was never supposed to be a guy who can hurt you or kill you. He's supposed to be a creepy figure and more of like a psychological kind of horror aspect of the whole game. And I think that this mod executes it perfectly. He jump scares you. He can hear him mine. You can hear him close doors. He can haunt your mobs. I mean, he creates structures. I mean, this mod has everything that you would want Herobrine to do in your world. So was it perfect for the first episode of Can I Beat Minecraft? Probably not. Like I said earlier, the only thing he actually did to like hurt my progress was he did crash my game. I thought he was going to be right behind me for some reason. Sorry. He did crash my game and set me back about 5 minutes. And I guess that did hinder me in a way. But again, not very much. But as I said before, he shouldn't kill you. That's not Herobrine. Herobrine is a creepy motherfucker, and that's all he should be. You should see him and you should go, whoa, who was that? And obviously after seeing him more than like 3 times, it kind of starts to it just naturally starts to get played out a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, there he was again. Oh okay, yeah, Herobrine. I wish and again, this is the beautiful thing about this mod. I would personally tweak it so he doesn't show up as often. I'd actually have him show up once in a blue moon. I think it'd be really cool that way. And this mod has no items to offer. There is no Herobrine pickaxe or anything like that to go over. So we will definitely maybe look into mods in the future that have items to play with. Like that'd be fun. I've actually been looking to maybe like zombie apocalypse mods maybe with like guns, but that's further down the line. You don't worry about that. And with that, I think I'm going to stop there. We covered the mod. We covered what world you specifically want to have this mod installed. We covered my overview of the mod. And I think that's about it. I think this wraps up the very first episode of Can I Beat Minecraft? So again, this is the first episode. And if there is anything you guys want me to do or possibly change in the future, let me know. I do want to say one thing. And that was I did debate doing this video in hardcore, but I didn't. Hardcore Minecraft is very, very, very hard because obviously if you die, that's it. Like imagine this whole video where I got to the end, got flung up in the air and I died and that was it. It's kind of like lackluster, like, oh, he died. Okay, that's it. But the whole thrill of, oh, but can he get back and get his stuff? That's why I kind of avoid the hardcore Minecraft side of with this series, Can I Beat Minecraft? I know a lot of people do play hardcore, but I don't think I'm going to do it. If a lot of you do want to see hardcore Minecraft instead, I can definitely look into it and try doing it. But as right now, I think we are going to stick to just normal Minecraft and just having 3 lives. But besides that, sorry, I didn't mean to go on that tangent. If there's anything in this video that you think I could do better, editing wise, game wise, whatever it may be, please let me know in the comments. I want to make this a really, really fun series because there are so many mods out there we can add to the world and try to beat Minecraft with. Whatever it may be, even if it's like my webcam, like I noticed my webcam is like not perfect. Like it's just kind of like a rectangle. If you want it to be more like a square like this and have a cool border, let me know. I just like keeping it simple, you know, so this is just what my webcam looks like, but I'll definitely change it if a lot of you would like that. And another reminder that I do stream Wednesday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Time, every Wednesday through Friday, every week. So if you ever want to just talk to me, like a lot of times during this video, I was just talking to some of my friends who joined my stream and having a good time, because obviously I'm not going to talk 24/7 about the game, and I like talking with other people and, you know, talking about the mod, talking about Minecraft, talking about other things too, like other games that are out right now. So yeah, if you want to, please come check out my Twitch stream, 1 to 4 Mountain Time, Wednesday through Friday. And my webcam's giving out, so that's how you know when you start wrapping this up. So I hope you enjoyed the video of our first and hopefully of many Can I Beat Minecraft? Episode 1, Herobrine. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Peace.